Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for February 7, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in international news, the United States and Iran are engaged in talks aimed at resolving their nuclear dispute. Despite some optimism from both sides, it remains unclear whether these discussions will yield a breakthrough. Human rights groups have also reported thousands of casualties in Iran's recent crackdown on anti-government protests. We urge all parties involved to prioritize diplomacy and work towards a peaceful resolution. Secondly, in a show of solidarity with Denmark and Greenland, Canada and France have officially opened new consulates in Nuuk, Greenland's capital city. This move is seen as a response to U.S. President Donald Trump's interest in acquiring Greenland, which has sparked concerns over territorial integrity and self-determination. The establishment of these consulates reinforces the importance of diplomacy and cooperation in maintaining regional stability. Lastly, in Japan, Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi is poised to make significant gains in today's election, potentially pushing the country further to the right on security, gender, and immigration issues. With former U.S. President Donald Trump backing Takaichi, the stage is set for a fascinating showdown. The outcome of this election will have far-reaching consequences for Japan and the region. These are the top stories for now. We'll continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. And that's a wrap. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. Good morning, I'm Barbara, and welcome to today's edition of the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We have a packed show for you today, with updates on the latest developments in tech and finance. First off, we're seeing a significant shift in the tech industry, with big players like Google and Facebook investing heavily in artificial intelligence. This AI arms race is not just about who can spend the most, it's about creating value for customers and driving innovation. We'll be keeping a close eye on how these investments play out and what they mean for the future of tech. In other news, the cryptocurrency market has taken a hit, with Bitcoin plummeting to its lowest level since October. Experts say this downturn is due to macro-driven deleveraging rather than any structural flaws within the cryptocurrency itself. Institutional appetite for Bitcoin appears to be waning, and investors are advised to exercise caution when evaluating their investment strategies. On a more positive note, Agora Technologies Inc., a Canadian-based AI company, has launched a new battery-powered smart door sensor that's set to revolutionize the transportation industry. This innovative solution provides real-time visibility into door activity and movement events, enabling transportation operators to optimize operations and improve safety. As I always say, don't get left behind. Stay ahead of the curve with the AI Daily Press. And remember, when it comes to investing in AI or crypto, it's not just about who can spend the most, it's about creating value and driving innovation. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA is facing a proposal to extend the life of the International Space Station beyond its scheduled retirement in 2030. Lawmakers are arguing that preserving the ISS could provide a bridge to the next generation of space stations and protect taxpayer investments. However, others believe it could divert resources away from more ambitious projects, like the Artemis program. In other news, Blue Origin is revisiting the idea of making the upper stage of its New Glenn rocket reusable. The company has posted a job listing for a director of reusable upper stage development, indicating a renewed focus on exploring the feasibility and potential benefits of reusability. This move could significantly impact the cost-effectiveness and sustainability of their launches. Lastly, we're looking at the fascinating world of space research, where scientists are studying the feasibility of preserving historic space stations like the ISS. As private companies like VAST, Starlab, and Axiom Space work on developing commercial space stations, the debate around the future of space exploration continues to heat up. Tune in later for more in-depth analysis and discussions on these topics. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we have an update on the upcoming Super Bowl, where the high-stakes competition will be matched only by the hefty price tags of advertisements. Our article explores whether these expensive commercials are worth the investment and how they've become an integral part of American popular culture. Next, we shift our focus to international soccer, where CONCACAF has announced significant changes to the qualifying process for the 2026 World Cup. With 6 automatic spots available and a 7th through an intercontinental playoff, the road to the World Cup has just gotten more competitive. We break down the new format and what it means for teams and fans alike. Lastly, we reflect on the intersection of sports, economics, and culture, highlighting how events like the Super Bowl and the World Cup continue to captivate audiences worldwide. From the athletic competitions themselves to the elaborate advertising and entertainment surrounding them, these events have become an integral part of our shared cultural experience. Stay informed and keep on reading with the AIDailyPress. This is Howard Closewell speaking. And now, a word from our sponsors. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we discussed the importance of striking a balance between safety concerns and nurturing independent individuals in the context of community development and freedom. This conversation was sparked by recent events and policies that have implications for how we approach growth and security. Next, we turned our attention to international relations, particularly in Asia, where Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi is seeking to consolidate her power amidst a complex geopolitical landscape. We also touched upon the devastating explosion at a Shiite mosque in Pakistan, highlighting the ongoing struggle against militant attacks and the need for enhanced security measures. Lastly, we reflected on 2 remarkable books that offer profound insights into the immigrant experience in America, exploring themes of identity, culture, and belonging. These stories remind us of the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit, and encourage us to become more compassionate, open-minded, and attentive to the diverse voices that enrich our shared humanity. That's a brief overview of the topics we've covered. We look forward to exploring more stories and providing you with the insights and analysis you need to stay informed in the days to come. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, denim is back, baby. We're seeing high-waisted jeans, oversized jackets, and all sorts of nostalgic trends making a comeback. And, let me tell you, some of these new pieces are absolute must-haves. From Bad Bunny's stylish ensembles to Mariah Carey's dazzling performances, celebrities are rocking these looks on the red carpet. In other news, the documentary Melania has sparked a fascinating conversation about the role of first ladies in American politics and culture. While some critics have labeled it as more of a product placement than a genuine documentary, others praise its unique perspective on the Trump presidency and the enduring legacy of Jacqueline Kennedy. Whatever your take, one thing is clear: the intersection of politics, fashion, and celebrity is more intriguing than ever. Stay stylish, stay informed, and tune in next time for more updates from the world of fashion and entertainment. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we reported on the innovative predictive models developed by Maine lobstermen and marine biologists to track the migration patterns of North Atlantic right whales, significantly reducing entanglements and promoting coexistence between humans and wildlife. Secondly, we took you deep into the Ecuadorian Amazon jungle, where the Pucha family is dedicating their lives to preserving biodiversity on their 5-hectare farm, El Picaflor. Despite facing numerous challenges, they continue to collect seeds from endangered plant species, nurture them into plants, and replant them in the rainforest. Lastly, we touched on the story of the Maine lobstermen's efforts to avoid entanglements with North Atlantic right whales, but also mentioned the unfortunate situation in Ecuador, where the merging of the Ministry of Environment with the Ministry of Energy and Mines has raised concerns among environmentalists and indigenous groups. These stories serve as a reminder of the power of community-led initiatives and the importance of preserving biodiversity. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates on the AI Daily Press. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atedicher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.